Hey everybody, happy Friday. Friday. And it is that cold here that I'm wearing a hat on a live. We are hovering at 0 degrees or maybe 1, like they say it in planes, trains, and automobiles. How cold do you think it is? 1? Pretty cold. I am gonna paint the Hello Love Gerber Daisy hanger. This is in 12 inch. I'm gonna pull it down here in a second. Just for my desktop, it's in 12 inch, super cute. I remember Jody ordered this and I went, oh yeah, I need to paint that. Gerber daisies are my favorite daisies in all the world. Favorite flower in all the world, probably. Let me know what your favorite flower is. And then, funny story is that John always, even when we couldn't afford it, made sure that we had cut Gerber daisies in the house. You know, sometimes, like, he uses the food budget. And I'm like, dude, really? And he's like, no, you need them. They're your favorite. And they are my favorite. So this is in 12 inch. We've got a couple hanging holes at the top and some really nice green. So if you're just joining, thanks for watching. Happy Friday, you all. I know you guys are super busy, so you're probably not gonna hang for too long. Today, I'm gonna grab some paint. I'm gonna make a dark background, and my favorite color Gerber daisies is either the pink, which I don't like pink anything, but I do like that, or the like fire orange, like fire engine orange, if I could call it that. I love those. So, and I was starting to think today, like, well, I know that I love the Gerbers, but what other flowers do you guys like? So let me know in the comments what other flowers y'all like. Kind of curious. And I'm gonna just use a big paintbrush, or, and then you know what? I'm gonna do the shop towel technique because it's been a while. Let me lose those real quick. Pull that back. I'm gonna dampen it up. You don't wanna use the cheap shop towels. You want the good sturdy ones. Just gonna use that damp area. And I'm just gonna go with the grain. I might have to do it a couple times. I get this question a lot. Hey, are you using stain? And you can use stain on yours. One of the reasons I typically don't is, number one, I don't want 800 cans of stain. You know what I mean? One more thing. If it's gonna be in my house, it better be a multitasker. And then the second one is, I'm in other people's homes, office, business, church, restaurants, venues, and I need to have, I need to be invited back, basically. So I don't want to ruin their things with stain. And so we just do the paint stain technique. It works really fabulous. As you can see, it mimics stain. And I say that, but please know that I've seen, like, my brother and some people here have shared their photos with real stain. Number one, from a distance, it doesn't really look much different, but when you get up close, it's pretty rich. So if you wanted to stain yours, you could. But if you're like me, and I want all the things, then pretty soon I would have all the stains, and I don't need them. Okay, I'm trying to go with the green. Sometimes I forget. And then if that happens, just go back and carry it through. If you find, this is wood, it's a natural product, but if you find that you hit a spot that's not taking this rubbing technique very well, what you can do is just paint over it then. But I want to show you what I end up with. It's pretty. It's not consistent, it's pretty, there's some variations, but that's what I like. If you like it a little bit more uniform, just paint it like a fence post. So it is a month that we definitely have, I just got rid of my photo, boo. Our door hanger club is open. We would love to have you join us. And this is one of the projects that you can order, but we do cut them in 16-inch for the club. Here we are. I just wanted to see if I could maybe see some comments. Maybe you guys are still at work. Hey, Becky. Oh my gosh. I'm prepping my board for that cutie behind you. Oh, there's nobody there. Oh, you got this one. Okay, this, I thought you meant like my dog or something, because I had a dog sitting there. So funny. Yes, I love that gnome. What are you thinking for the other side? Because I have other things I can definitely bring out. I just like to paint them first because they're so big and work out all the snags, so to speak. So Becky, if you want to tell me, give me some ideas of what you're thinking about for the other side, that would be good. Why I liked the gnome was because it read Hello Spring, and you could have them out for several months. Oh, here's a hello. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's a H, I have the camera backwards. I'll do it this way. H love, hello love. There you go. So my goal today is to be finished before Rooster gets here. So thanks Becky. So I'm watching our 4-month-old grandson, first grandson tonight. And I do want to be done before they get here. And maybe you have kids like this. When you say 4, they really think, oh, 340. They push it a little bit, you know, and that's okay, that's okay. Here's my photo. All right, I love the richness. Now, I was thinking maybe a cream, definitely not white for me. And when you put it outside, I get direct dust, and I don't have like a porch door. What do you call those? Screen doors? I'd love a screen door. That goes slam, slam. That'd be kind of fun. All right, I'm just gonna pick out a cream. You know what, I got buttercream right here. And this is the buttercream I've played with a little bit, and I can add, it's from Deco Art. I can add some white if I feel like, I'm gonna add some white. I feel like it's a little too dull. I'm looking to brighten it up just a little bit. So maybe you guys have some great weekend plans. Becky, I think you're in Olympia, but here in Spokane, I think we're at 1 degree. 1 degree. Now you can use a sponge for this. It's up to you whether you paint the sides or not. If Colleen's watching, she's the one who loves to paint the sides brown, and that's such a good trick. Just to match. Anywhere you slop or spill, you can just touch it up with a little brown. It's a nice little trick, little hack, instead of having to paint all the sides. This one isn't too difficult, but sometimes, you know, I wouldn't want to paint all the sides in this piece. I don't know, can you see that? It looks like a metal. And I can think of about 80 other things I'd rather have done, including getting my teeth pulled, maybe at the dentist, than to have to go around that. I want to have fun. My mantra this year is to paint things that bring me joy, and Gerber daisies. Good grief, I love them. And when Jody ordered this, I went, yes, I forgot about that one. How? And I'm painting it in a small size. For my countertop or my desk, I haven't decided. You know what? So today, with it being 1 degree out, funny story, I knew that our power bill was about 5 times what our neighbor's is, but he's not there all the time. So I thought, oh, well, it's just because he's gone 3 weeks of the month, and he's just here 1 week of the month. And then with it being cold, I went around all the windows. Ugh, we have a 38-year-old house. And I mean, that doesn't sound very old, but when all of a sudden, oh, I see what I'm doing there. When all of a sudden you're having to replace everything, well, guess what? The windows are going to need replaced. So I'm doing a really deep red. This is a, they're calling it, is it medium? Oh, it's deep. I thought so. This is a cadmium red, It's a deep hue. That means it's going to be deeper in color. What I mean by that is it's not going to be as, you know, pastel-y. It's going to have a little bit more like brown in it. It's a beautiful color. I may add some orange because I'm thinking I want it to be reddish orange, but I'm inspired by Valentine's also. This is bright orange. I'm inspired by Valentine's also. So having a, you know, a little red in it would be fine. I'm gonna add a little brown and a little orange. Beep, beep, beep. Looks like my orange. Okay, so here we go. I am gonna just free paint it all. Pretty simple. Probably 2 coats because you guys paint all the time and you know red is wimpy. Not as wimpy as yellow. Kind of want to send yellow back to school. A lot of people spray paint their yellow because it's hard. Get that primer going. Boom. So I hope you guys are doing your Friday dance, and then you have a mojito, a pear mojito waiting for you. I can honestly say I do not. It's pretty deep. Kind of love it. When you give it another coat, it even gets deeper. When it dries and cures, it gets deeper. What kind of paint did I use? I used my Liquitex basic fluid acrylic. That little bottle, it's not bad. It's like $5.99 at Michael's. You can use a coupon. But it's got a really great deep color. And there's a couple colors I just love to have in them when I'm painting on wood. One and done pretty much does it all. That being said, I'll probably paint this one more time. I did use my hair dryer, my, what's it called? Hot air gun around my windows today. We put the plastic around it. I feel like a country bumpkin. I grew up dirt poor in a single wide trailer, and I remember having to put layers and layers of this plastic wrap around the windows every winter. And it just got really dark in there, and we're walking around doing it to this house today, and I'm like, flashback. We had a great life. I'm not knocking my life, but I'm just laughing about it a little bit. Okay, so I want to go a little deeper. So I'm going to go a little deeper by adding a little brown and a little black. Now, if I went right to black, I'd have a burgundy, and I just want my red a little deeper. But cranberry wouldn't be good enough because almost this red deep hue is almost cranberry, guys. So you don't need that much. So I'm gonna do both. It's my paint job. I can do both. Okay, here we go. That's not too bad. So how are we doing here? Okay, so the big one. Big gear, I'm going to do this color, and the inside I'm going to do mostly blackish brown, so pretty deep brown. You could even do black if you wanted to. You can go in there and you can seed it up if you want to also. So many things. You guys are super talented. You guys can do it all. So I have a brown. I want to get all the water out of my paintbrush. I did just clean it. This is also same family. It is burnt umber. I don't believe it because most burnt umbers I've seen have more green in it than that. I really like this color. I'm going to add a little black. It's already pretty dark. Just looking for that rich, dark chocolate. Yum. And it certainly will need another coat. So the 12-inch one, the 12-inch sized hangers, countertop design, decor, whatever you want to say, whatever tag word you're going to use this week. I really like them because you can get them done in a half an hour. which I'm waiting for Rooster to get here. So I like that I can get it done in a half an hour. Or you can get as artsy fartsy as you want. When I first started offering wood, I was mainly all canvas. And I had a couple people, I still do canvas, but just not to the degree. I had a couple people say, well, we missed the art that we were doing, that you were doing before. Oh, no, don't make no mistakes about it. I'm still doing art. We're calling it craft, but it's still art. I'm adding as much detail as I want. I'm using quality products to paint with. So it's still artsy fartsy. If you have a lot of art experience, add some shading, add some highlights, add another layer, introduce some texture. Okay, so I'm gonna start mixing. Maybe I'm gonna start mixing a little bit. I'm gonna go my deeper color anyway. I want gray, but I want my gray to have a little bit of teal to it. Eesh, that looks a little bit too blue. That's what happens when I make it. Hold on. How about this one? So this is Bahama Blue. I like it. I like what's happening there. So exciting. I'm only gonna mix a little black at a time. I'm making a blue and it's gonna be a teal blue. It's not Payne's gray. It's more like teal. I don't know, but we should be making this name up. It's Kelly Sue gray. So it's gray that has some teal in it. And this is gonna be for my letters. And you can, don't run into your red lady. You can just sponge those if you want, or you can, okay, I need a little bit more black. You can sponge them or paint them. Okay, I'm gonna test it out on the back side. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some silver paint, just a little bit, pop it in there. And it deepens your color, makes it a little shimmery. There we go. Gives a little interest. Ta-da! See who we're missing here today. I should do roll call. I feel like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood today. I see Michelle today. That's so funny. All right. Oops. I did not clean my paintbrush up very well. Somebody just call me out on that. Okay, here we go. So it's gray, but it's got a little jazzercise happening in it. And I'm not pressing hard. I've been working on that. Not pressing too hard with my paintbrush so it doesn't goo everywhere. So I'm kind of curious what your favorite flower is because, you know, we might be able to accommodate that this year. Okay. So it doesn't look like much. I haven't painted my second coat, but this is what it's gonna look like. It's kind of subtle, but I want my Gerber Daisy to be the star of the show. And yes, this could be a Valentine's design, or it could be evergreen. You guys know, I'm pretty sure you guys know what evergreen is. We talk about it all the time, and that's just something that you can hang out and literally could be there all year. It's evergreen. What? Super pretty. Dries really fast, so you could go in and give it another coat really quick. You can come in with your steady hands and you can do a little outline in white. Okay, so while I'm chilling like a villain, I want to, that was my darker red. That was my brown. I want to come in and give my flower one more coat. And I did some red and some orange. Orange has a, gross. Sometimes, right? Wow, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. That second coat, things are going to get deeper. And it doesn't take as much paint to cover it all. And these Gerber daisies could be any color. Hope you guys are staying warm. I know back in Maple Valley, King County, they're also expecting some of the storm and high winds. Oh, so pretty. It's so pretty, guys. All right, so I'm not gonna paint my white a second time because like I said, Rooster's on his way over. I am gonna paint both of these a second time. My gears. Just to get rid of all that texture. Now I could come in with some gold and some other colors and just kind of texture up that inside, but I'd like to let it sit for a day or so and see if I want to do any more. But I have some hearts here that are crying out for some attention. Let me grab my photo really quick. So mainly I did reds and oranges, which I have here on me right now. I might mix a little brown with my orange because it's looking pretty bright. Pretty bright. There you go. We'll see. I might not like that. Just probably had too much paint in my paintbrush. Okay, so I'm going to do shades of red and orange. And so the hearts are going to be like blow away flower petals. So I want them to be similar, most of them. But some of them will be in the orange family. So I'm going to do the long skinny one and one of those orange. I like orange, so I'm thinking several will be orange actually. Many of them will be orange. So I mix my red and my orange just to get that deeper color. When I come back with another coat of orange, it'll be nice and bright. Orange is one of those colors that could take several coats. Okay, I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna do red. So exciting finding the colors that you wanna use. Get a little artsy, crafty. All right, blow, dry. All right, let me wipe my hands off real quick and we're gonna put this together but not glue it together. So when I spray this, it'll get nice and shiny and I will most likely use polyacrylic because I do have some polyacrylic Minwax brand. I am working with a cream colored center. All right, Once everything is drying or getting close to dry. Let me see, if I did it like this, I think you guys can still see it okay. Right? Yes. Okay, so we have a pretty deep inside. Look, guys, it's looking like a Gerber Daisy. This one could use a little bit more love because I keep getting my big old fingerprints in it. Pretty dark. I might put some gold in there. Okay, I like this. Okay, H Love. It's welded together, so it makes it really easy. And if you're feeling kind of spunky, don't put the O, just be hell love. Oh my gosh. So funny, actually. It's coming together. It looks really pretty. Let me see if I can't switch this so you guys can read it a little better. Ta-da. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay. Yes. I ordered a baby eating chair. What do you call those? Those chairs that clamp onto your table. It's like a high chair, but it's a chair so the baby can eat. Okay. All right, here we go. That one. These all need just a little bit more love, just a little bit. Some are blowing away. Some are really blowing away. And some are upside down. Boom. You can fill in a little bit more. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could use one more. There we go. And then on the bottom, I need to probably swap one out. I'm going to do it that way. On the bottom, we have some doing the same thing. I think I'm going to go back in and I'm going to put some streaks of orange into my petals just to bring out some of that orange that are in the flyaway hearts. Let's see, am I missing one? Nope, got them all. Everything's present and accounted for. What a cute design. So simple, but make it as hard as you want. Like I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna jazzercise it up just a little bit. So I hope you guys have a good Friday, have a good weekend, and have that mojito for me. Bye y'all. See you soon.